writes Donald Trump. Retired Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters is a Fox News strategic analyst, and he joins us now. Colonel Peters, welcome.
Hi,
always good to have you with us. So that is not typically the kind of response that we would have seen from President Obama. What do you think?
Well, it's not, because President Obama can never admit he's wrong about anything ever. And he's obviously wrong about ISIS, about Islamist terrorism in general. And one thing I certainly have high hopes for with the incoming administration is that we'll put a lot of this political correctness behind us. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to rush out and put every immigrant in jail or close the borders. What it does mean is we need to apply common sense. And in this case, that means you have to break Muslim Americans down into different communities. For instance, Martha, Iranian Americans have been a great success story, just terrific. We have, Pakistani Americans, most of them make great contributions. You check your child's pediatrician. Turkish Americans. But we do have real problems with some groups. And it's not PC to say it, but Somalis really have been a problem. Why? Because they don't integrate. They concentrate, they refuse to integrate, and this peculiar liberality, this political correctness, has resulted in, of all states, Minnesota becoming the per capita greatest exporter of recruits for ISIS in the United States. Minnesota. And we saw this attack in Columbus, Ohio, where there's another large Somali concentration. And this is not meant racially or based on religion, but culturally. The one requirement all immigrants of any faith or race have to show here is the willingness to become Americans, to sign up for our values. And when a large group refuses to do that, naturally they deserve greater surveillance if they are producing per capita so many terrorists as the Somali community has. I'm sorry, but that's how it is.
Yeah. I mean, you do have to essentially claim that when you come to this country, you will respect the law of the land above any other law. I mean, I think that's a very basic tenet that is not always respected by some people. And I think it's interesting the way that you break it down. And when you look at this particular group, and obviously not all Somalis that are in America are like this young man, and we want to be very clear about that. However, as you point out, the population in Minnesota and also in Ohio has been problematic. What would you do about it?
Well, I think we need to be much tougher about who we let into the country. And if you are coming from a culture that practices widespread female genital mutilation, as Somalis do, and we've had trouble here, it's obviously illegal in the United States, but Somalis sending their daughters back to visit family, and the girls have to undergo this horrible procedure. If a culture just doesn't match up, if there's no sign that the would-be immigrant wants to really integrate and become an American, then whether he is an Orthodox Christian, a Muslim, a Baha'i, or whatever, he or she should not be allowed into this country. We have a right to choose. And one point I want to really stress, because I don't want it to get lost in all this. Not all Muslims are terrorists. So we've got to be able to focus, even though it's not PC, focus on the troublesome groups. We certainly don't want to pay the same amount of attention to Iranian Americans, who serve in our military, a great success story. They come out after the Shah fell. They're anti-Khomeini. They're not terrorists. So let's not worry about the success stories. Let's be honest about the failures. And I'm hoping that the new administration will, in a decent and law-abiding way, get control of our immigration system, because it is a huge problem, as you know.
I mean, it seems to me that one way to go about that is to, ignore the group designation and certainly the religious designation.
Yes.
But if you are unwilling to certify that you put the law of the land and the government of the United States at the very top of your list, if that's something that you can't say you'll do, that should be a deal breaker, right?
Well, it should be. And there are a number of things within, I just think it's a very bad idea to suddenly give new immigrants a wide range of benefits from the government. The immigration story that led to success in our country was for immigrants to struggle. And in that respect, I've got certainly more respect for a hardworking illegal immigrant than I do for a legal immigrant who's just, sucking benefits off the government. But back to one other key point I think I'd like to stress, if I may.
Ralph, we got to go.
Real quick, is that, look, terrorists today, these lone wolves, everybody says, oh, he might not be a terrorist, he might not be a terrorist. Right. If it looks like a terrorist and smells like a terrorist, it's a terrorist. They don't carry ISIS union cards.
Thank you very much, Ralph. More to come on
that. Thank you.